Alright, so let's talk about positive versus negative attention. When I'm asking people for help and trying to let them know what's going on, I get talked over. If I scream loud enough for long enough, somebody might do something. If I ask nicely, I get blown off for weeks at a time, months at a time. People blew me off for an entire year about what happened in Virginia. I didn't really do anything about it until Natalie was dead. And I was screaming. I had to scream. I was trying to be as nice as I could about it for months while these people ignored me. Pretending like they cared. Pretending like I meant something to them. I knew how the cops were going to treat me if nobody went in with me. That's why I was begging someone to go in with me. Molly Smith, that's the only person who actually did. Miss Peaches tried. What those people did was immoral and wrong. Me, I don't have any proof that that Leo feller is a child molester. Now there's proof that he's a registered child molester, but he's also homeless. So there's a possibility he just got railroaded. I know a few people who have gone through that. Christopher Weaver, he could have easily gone through the same shit with the homeless community that I did. Easily. But I stuck up for him because I was there. I knew that he didn't rape cardboard, or Lexi Delgado, I guess is her real name. I knew that the things that she was saying about him were not true because I was actually there. I remember the event very well. She broke my computer trying to attack me sexually because Ogre was out having a cigarette. His name is Christopher Weaver. The cops put him through hell too. He jumped through all their hoops. Jumping through all their hoops cost him his job, cost him his roof, cost him his livelihood. He jumped through those hoops because he wanted to keep his daughter. And those very hoops are what prevented him from having his daughter. We have the technology to prevent these officers from doing the things that they do. We have the technology to require them to have their body cams on at all times. If you got to go to the bathroom while on duty, yeah, that's fine. You should be allowed to do that. But at the same time, is your body cam pointed at your penis? Is it pointed at your vagina? If your body cam is pointed at your crotch, then your body cam is not functioning properly, or you are not using it properly. I'm pissed off at the black community, especially because of Black Lives Matters. I will continue to stick up for black people. I will continue to stick up for minorities and women. I will continue to stick up for homosexuals and Muslims. I do understand that the white Christian community is a bunch of bigoted assholes. I understand that I'm not allowed to say that. I could get put on a Facebook ban for it, or a YouTube ban. Could have my account taken away. Oh, fucking well. I shouldn't have to be screaming to get heard. I shouldn't be so physically and emotionally overwhelmed that I feel like screaming. But there's the word, should. That's an expectation. Should I really expect these people to be honest when they have so much to fear? Loneliness sucks, and it results in a lot of suicides every year. Can I blame these people for not wanting to stand up? Can I blame these people for not wanting to lose access to their friends and family? People have told me, Sean, you need to write a book and use the money from that to try to fight these people. No, I'm going to make my book. It's going to be free, along with packets of information from all these people that I've dealt with. Since the police aren't going to look at it, and the courts aren't going to look at it, I got to find a way to take an outside agency that's not the FBI, not the Secret Service. Not Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters doesn't give a fuck about me. The police don't give a fuck about me. The courts don't give a fuck about me. The shit that Dan had to type at me, yeah, I'm still not happy about it. But because he was willing to call me and talk to me like a human being, that makes all the difference in the world. That's all I wanted. I would have loved to have coffee with Miss Danica, like she wanted, like she offered. I would have loved to have coffee with Miss Shelley, like she offered. But they were just bullshitting me on that. They had already assumed my guilt. They were just playing head games, just like that Kara Miles lady. And if they weren't, they deserved to know what that Kara Miles lady was up to. Either they're predators or they're victims. Like me. I don't know if they're predatory or victims. I know that the evidence at hand goes to show it could go either way, and it's leaning real heavily towards victims. No, it's not. It's leaning real heavily towards predator. Now, there's a lot of people that were nice to me, and people just want to assume that because somebody was nice that they're doing the right thing. Amanda Jonas didn't. There were a lot of people that were nice to me that were playing head games. So yes, I'm weary of even the nice ones. I blocked Dan for a reason. The things that he typed to me, they were mean. But he called me up and he talked to me like a human being, and that does make a difference. If Natalie had tried that, it would have made a difference. Instead, she ignored the abuse I was going through until I exposed her abusers. Maddie Boa has multiple accounts. I took screenshots of our messenger together in two of those. One of them where we were friends, and one of them where we were not. In those screenshots, it shows that she was on meth. It shows that I was trying to be nice to her because I knew she was trying to recover, despite the fact that I was being assaulted over her rumors. When I was in jail with a guy who goes by Irish. His name is Jeffrey Ritchie. He filled me in on the fact that Maddie didn't stop using meth. She started going to meetings, but she didn't stop using meth. She didn't stop selling meth. She even tried to kill somebody who owns a Jeep by cutting the brake lines and bragging about it to Mr. Ritchie. Also, Mr. Ritchie filled me in a little bit on Derek Apodaca. Although Mr. Ritchie knew him as Thor. That's what he went by. Being able to hear my loved ones' voices is important to me. Being able to see them is important to me. Sometimes I call them up because I'm fucking so overwhelmed. I'm thinking about driving off a goddamn cliff, and I don't want to. I want things to change. But if people don't come together to make it change, it won't. I shamed a lot of people. I was shamed for things that I didn't do, and for things that I was forced to do. If we don't work together, nothing is going to change. That means Black Lives Matters. People that are a part of that need to get their head out of their ass and realize human lives matter. It don't matter if you're from North Korea, you're still a person to me. I don't care if you're from Iran, you're still a person to me. You could be from Palestine or Israel, you're still a human being. I'm opinionated enough to be an American, but we don't live in an America with a constitution any longer. It's just a piece of paper that we use as toilet paper daily. Our judges use it for toilet paper. Our Supreme Court wipes their ass with the Constitution. And you want to bitch that black people wipe their ass with the American flag. That American flag is shit ticket. I have very, very much respect for people who wipe their ass with the American flag. Why? They might as well. The American flag is complete shit. Because it doesn't stand for anything any longer. No money means no rights. I had enough money to barely live on. All of that money got eaten up, going from place to place for empty promise to empty promise. And I have to understand why these people couldn't keep their promises, why they couldn't keep their word. Meanwhile, they can't bother to tell the courts that, or even try. I'm overwhelmed. I haven't been able to take care of myself for 3 years. I've been judged for things that I didn't do, and I tried to go to the stores. I got blown off and threatened with the police. I went to the police. I got blown off. Or taken to mental institutions and drugged and assaulted. I went to the media. They slandered the fuck out of my name. Wouldn't listen to what I had to say. And now so much has happened just trying to explain it to somebody from the media. I mean, oh my God. Just the amount that I've written down is probably enough for 1 or 2 novels. And it's only 1/10 of what I need to. I'm hoping the money that Russell's trying to send will get here. That would get me a month in a place here in Cheyenne.